Killed It features Mariko, a Japanese dancer and actress with strong, thick arms and legs, long black hair in a high ponytail, and bright red lipstick. She meets a casting director, Julia, a small, thin Korean-American woman with straight black curtain-like hair to her neck. She uses a power wheelchair. Content advisory. This film contains psychological themes and implied acts of self-harm, including brief depictions of blood. A Japanese woman with long black hair and a ponytail scrolls her phone on a leather couch. Title: Killed It. Her headshot reads, Mariko Takahashi. A woman with short blonde hair storms past her, holding her face. Mariko gets up and shoulders her backpack. She puts her hand on the doorknob. She exhales and stares at the frosted glass door. She inhales. She enters. The sign on the door reads, Audition for feature film. Kotodama, Japanese, the spirit of language. Role, Haruna, lead, Japanese or Japanese American, bilingual, female, give it your all. She steps to the center of a dark stage.
Hi, would you like my resume and headshot?
Julia rests her head against her hand. Her eyes wander up to Mariko. She raises her head. Mariko watches expectantly. Julia sits in her power chair. A camera in a tripod next to her is fixed on Mariko. Julia stares up at her with her head tilted forward. She presses a button on her chair control. A red light comes on outside the door. Mariko looks down and steps forward onto a red tape X. Julia turns her tablet around to show the words,
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Mariko. I'm a dancer and actress, and I'm actually autistic. So tell me exactly what to do.
She nods, holding her headshot. Julia looks pointedly over to the right. Mariko follows her gaze to a red box on a table. She sets her documents and backpack on the table. Inside the box are a hammer, some books, and a black cloth. She steps back on her mark, empty-handed.
Break the ice.
Julia nods with a tight smile.
The ice.
Mariko takes a deep breath, her eyes wet with tears.
Mariko, you don't know how to listen.
Young Mariko gracefully raises and lowers her left arm in a ballet studio.
There are many talented performers. It's the ones that take direction that make it.
Back at the audition, Mariko forces a smile and slowly nods. She rifles through the box and lifts out a hammer. She takes a white water bottle from her backpack. She walks back to her mark and kneels. Maintaining eye contact with Julia, she twists the lid and shakes out the bottle. Ice cubes spill out. She picks up the hammer and smashes the cubes. Julia laughs silently. Mariko sets down the hammer as Julia taps on her tablet. Mariko stands back up, her earrings swinging side to side. Julia grins.
Make a long story short.
If you don't give it your all, there's someone else who will. Do exactly as I say.
Mariko pulls a couple books from the box. She throws one book on the ground and tears handfuls of pages out of the other one. Julia smiles. Mariko discards the book.
Create from scratch.
Create from scratch.
Mariko looks over, then down to her body. She claws at her arms and across her chest. She writhes and scratches her head and torso. Julia laughs and puts her hands to her mouth.
Show me something cutting edge.
Show me something cutting edge.
She reaches in her bag and opens a small white-handled folding knife. Standing at attention, she raises the blade and places it to her left shoulder. She drops the blade and blood oozes down her arm.
Lose yourself in the movement.
Mariko tenses and balls her right hand into a fist. She raises her head and takes a breath. She slowly raises both arms to the side and then up overhead as she leans back. Her arms swirl from left and right and back. She raises her arms and then steps and twirls on her left foot.
More! I want to see it
She
in your
undulates her
eyes.
body, spins,
Finish
and
the
then shimmies
movement.
backwards.
You're telling
Julia
the story
watches with her
your
mouth
body.
agape.
Throw yourself into it.
This is about the process. I want
Mariko's
you to
chest
complete
rocks
the
up and down.
process
She drops
to
to the
its
ground,
finish.
anguish.
Take it to the
She
very
throws
end
herself
of
at
the
the wall
room.
and slides down. She vomits brown fluid. She reads the tablet.
Play dead.
Movement and breath are one.
Mariko collapses on her back, eyes closed. A shadowy figure without a face stands behind Julia. Mariko wakes.
The mirror reflects your soul.
Mariko looks at a mirror and flashes back to her young self. Mariko studies her strained face.
You didn't get the part. She actually followed directions. I don't think you have what it takes.
Julia approaches and speaks.
Killed it! Killed it!
Don't give up. You can do it. You're on your way.
Killed it!
Kill it.
Mariko brandishes the bloody knife. The door with the audition sign recedes. Cut to black. Audio description provided by Social Audio Description Collective. Written by Kensuke Nakamura, with blind quality control and narration by Nefertiti Matos Olivares. Abbreviated credits. A film by Marissa Hamamoto, writer and executive producer Marissa Hamamoto. Director and choreographer Kenzo Lee. Starring Marissa Hamamoto, Mariko Takahashi, Sharon Lee, Julia Kim. This film was made for the Easter Seals Disability Film Challenge.